over the years, I've presented to many people. And in summary, we have three basic fears when we go networking. Fear of rejection, will anyone talk to me? Will I be judged and found wanting? Fear 2, fear of the unknown. What's going to happen? What happens if I make a fool of myself? What happens if I don't know? How am I going to get into groups? How am I going to get out of groups? The third fear should be your biggest fear when you go to events. And your biggest fear, ladies and gentlemen, should be fear of wasting time. Do you accept that? Yes. Please value your time. Now, tonight, people started to arrive about 6:30. You know who you are, the people I'm going to talk to. I'm not going to point anybody out. You sat on your comfort blanket. If you have children, your children often went to bed until the age of 4, 5, 6 or 7 with a piece of cloth. Isn't that right? The comfort blanket. Anybody know what I'm talking about? For you youngsters, you might even remember having your comfort blanket. Some of you might still go to bed with your comfort blanket. The adult version of the comfort blanket is the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, when you come to this event from now on, to an event like this from now on, for goodness sake, from the moment you arrive to the moment you go home, unless the speaker is speaking, will you please talk to people? How many of you go to conferences? Anybody goes to conferences? Right. Well, conferences are made up of two things. One is the speakers, correct? And in between the speaker, it's the coffee break. Oh, yeah. It's the lunch. It's the afternoon tea. And it's the end. Do you agree? Yes. Those are the most important times at the conference. Have you got it? Don't be on your phone. Don't do your emails. Talk to people. And let me tell you this while I remember it. If ever you go to a business event, and I hope it's going to happen tonight, the best time to spot an aha moment is at the end of the event. Now, I'm not going back to Manchester tonight, but I've got quite a long way to go. And if I'm home at one of my children's house too late, I might get locked out. So I can't stay too late after I finish talking. But for the rest of you that aren't in a hurry, will you learn to become a professional straggler? Do you understand me? A straggler. Stay late. Because that's where people start to build relationships. That's where people will share things with you at the end of an evening or at the end of an event that they might not have shared with you at the beginning. Everybody got it? So when you come to an event, I've given you now the icebreakers. By the way, I'm sure the answer is no, but let's try it. Did anybody spot an aha moment in those 2 minutes? Anybody believe that there is a further conversation to be had? Or is it too quick? You found something that maybe it's worth continuing? Even in 2 minutes, yeah? Brilliant. So please, ladies and gentlemen, whatever event you go to, make the first move. Ask the first question. Do the icebreaker. Don't sit there. Have you got it?